Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's start this conversation. Let's start this conversation. We got no relation. Darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's start this conversation. Let's start this conversation. We got no relation.
you over, you just can't breathe. Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the
There's not a single day that passes without you on my mind. Not even 1 minute can end up before you come around. I yearn for the days when I see your face, you before me. I long for the times you held me in your arms. Whoa. How I wish that you were here to give me everything I want. But I know that life's unfair and we can't always have it. But now that I'm gone, you want me back. Yeah, I gave you everything. Gave you a diamond ring to watch it fall from your head. I don't wanna love again, 'cause I'll be living with regret. I don't wanna love again, 'cause I'll be living with regret. And I don't wanna love again, 'cause I'll be living with regret. You came back to me. I don't trick or treat. Don't knock on my door. Don't want you no more. You broke me, and I don't wanna see you. And I don't wanna see you again. No, just trying. Oh, don't deny the fact. The fact that this never lasted. I played the game but lost the bet. I don't wanna love again. And I don't wanna love again.
Now you're feeling in dollars. Don't you see that I'm shining?
is over. When you say you're feeling lonely, if you ever need a shoulder, you know where to find me. Stop chasing all the city lights. Breathe me in, go on and take your bite. Count on me to make you come alive. You know where to find me tonight. You know where to find me tonight. Find me tonight. When you feel the world is over, when you say you're feeling lonely, if you ever need a shoulder, you know where to find me. Stop chasing all the city lights. Breathe me in, go on and take your bite. Count on me to make you come alive. You know where to find me tonight. You know where to find me tonight. Find me tonight. We lost our minds in the darkness of night. We live to die. We lose our souls every day. We lost our minds. We don't remember what's wrong and what's right. The world is dead but we stay. 'Cause we are born as living fights. We live to die. We live to die. And we're surrounded by the night. We live to die. We are shadows in the neon light. We are shadows in the neon
what they talk about in movies. Our love is what they talk about, what they talk about. Yeah, we were wild and free, and you know everything about me. So wild and free, and you know everything about me. You know everything about, you know everything about me. You know everything about, you know everything about me. You know everything about, you know everything about me.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. Darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation.
It goes like
Stackham's return, he lines up a collateral though. USP gets it. Sruya with 4 kills.
Welcome, everybody.
Can you hear me, by the way? Is my mic working?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Perfect. Yes, everything's working.
Good.
Okay, yeah. Welcome, everyone, to another day of CSGO. We have 2 BO3s today. And, I mean, yeah, there should be some good matches. We're nearing the end of the tournament. And, yeah, I mean, let's just talk about it a little bit before the teams get into the server. So, yeah, let's just get some background into you since we had a change of casters. What FPS games do you play? How long you've been playing for?
I've been playing Counter-Strike for the past, I would say, 5 years now. I got into it fairly late in life. I'm not one of those lucky people that have been playing it since 1.6. So I didn't get the chance to see it kind of turn into the Counter-Strike that it is today. But I do appreciate everything about the game, whether it's, the tactics, the strategy, the aim, everything that comes with it, the passion that follows through with it, the friendships that you forge through a game is just it fascinates me honestly, and I've been into it for quite a while now, and I've made actual friends through it, and yeah, so it makes me really happy to be a part of this and be casting alongside you, such a pristine Counter-Strike player yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing for a while, so maybe a little bit more than you. But
Yeah.
either way, as long as we have the understanding of the game, we can be here and cast these few games that are about to happen. So yeah, I mean, first of all, just start off with our sponsors for letting us
Oh
host a
yeah.
LAN tournament. Yeah, it's I mean, we don't really get LAN tournaments nowadays, so it's a bit of a blessing that we can have this tournament happen. So thank you to Golden Hall and of course all our other sponsors, Moon Nation, WizWorks, Timer 404. 404
Public
arranged
event.
and organized this tournament, helped us bring the teams together so they can play at the venue. And special thanks to ROG, this headset that I'm wearing. Um, it feels really comfortable. The sound canceling is great. It just feels great overall, And I've tried so many different headsets before, since I'm very picky with my peripherals. But overall, yeah, thank you to everyone, and thank you again 404 as well, hosting for us and making sure that these games can be broadcasted on Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah, and I was just gonna add to the headsets actually, because I've been using a HyperX for a while, but these are actually way more comfortable. They sit well. The noise canceling feature is not the annoying type, because I don't know if you've ever tried like different types of noise canceling headsets. Sometimes like the way it sucks out the sound is just a bit too aggressive in a way, and
Mm.
it feels borderline uncomfortable, but this actually doesn't. Like I can still hear myself speak, but you don't hear any ambient noises around you. And the
Yeah,
fact that it doesn't
that's
have a
true. Yeah.
mic sticking out, like you can just be
Mm,
munching and eating and playing,
true.
doing whatever you want. Oftentimes I'd be
Well,
moving the mic away and stuff.
okay, so let's get into the game a little bit. We do have
Yeah.
content. I'm sure you're familiar with some of the players there, against maybe more tenured players. Um, I mean, sorry, the team of Skittles Masala is a team that you probably know some of them there, and against some of the players that maybe have a little bit more game time of team
Yeah.
content, right? I know you weren't here last week, but some of the players that come to mind is Ruski, Nismo. These guys have been playing the Face It Hub for quite a while, and they pretty
Wow.
much play near the highest level in our region, and These guys, I've talked
Tough
about
to compete, you
transitioning
know?
to. Yeah, I've talked about the transition to Valorant a lot. I'll try to steer away from the topic of Valorant itself because we are playing CSGO, but it is important in this context because some of them did transition, but we do have some players on that team who didn't transition, and they've still been polishing their skills in CS. I'm not too sure how much they play nowadays, but considering the fact that they are in this tournament, most likely they have been playing it quite a lot. So, yeah, should be a good game. These two teams are relatively puggy still. I wouldn't say they're the favorites to win the tournament, but because we have two other really strong teams in this tournament that I know they do grind the game still a lot. And actually, one of
Yeah.
those teams, the core of their players, if I'm not wrong, Last Dance, the core of their players just finished the tournament yesterday in Valorant, and they reached the final. They did lose, but they will be
Wow.
playing CS. So these guys are um, they're very good. They're very good players, and I'd say probably they're the favorites to win the tournament. But either ways, this match should be really good. But as I said, puggy players, and probably they haven't really stuck as a team together. So it's not like they have a lot of strats and a lot of set plays, or
Yeah.
but they might
I was
have
actually
the
gonna
simple
add to
approaches
that.
to the map. Mm. So yeah, um, I think it's safe to say that Team Content is the favorite. But in terms of maps, what do you think we're going to be able to see here?
I was thinking maybe this time around we're gonna see a bit of Dust 2, a bit of Mirage maybe.
Hmm.
The choice of maps, I'm not too familiar with the ones that were played last week, but the I feel like the familiar ones and the go-tos are those two, and maybe even a bit of Inferno.
Hmm. Yeah,
And
I mean,
yeah,
last week was a little bit, I guess, stale in terms of the map choices, and we didn't get too much diversity. We got a map of Vertigo, which was very entertaining, very back
oh,
and forth. Yeah, it was a very interesting one to cast, and I mean, both teams have had very good approaches to that map. I mean, it's
nice.
a bit of a foreign map. Vertigo isn't played too much, not even in pugs, right? So it is
Yeah,
a bit of a pocket pick. And if I'm not wrong, Content did win that game. And yeah, I mean, we do have them playing here in the first game, so if they can pick Vertigo, it's definitely gonna catch Skittles off guard. But overall, yeah,
definitely.
I would have to go with the same picks most likely. Um, there is a chance of Vertigo, but overall, as you said, Dust 2, Inferno, maybe Mirage. I still really
Nuke.
want to see Nuke. I think Nuke is an incredible map, and if you have the set smokes outside, it becomes very entertaining for sure because there's
That's
so
true.
many different
That's true.
ways to play around it.
Yeah, Nuke is definitely an interesting map to play within the pool. I've had my I'm not gonna say fair share. I've played it a few times, and I have to admit that once you understand which corners to hold and what to do with, your smokes and your nades and everything, it can actually be a very, very fun map to play, especially with a team that you can coordinate and kind of rely on, which is one of the most important things here
Hmm.
for, more seasoned players, of course.
Yeah, for sure. And I think another component of these two teams is, in general, if you see, some of the top teams in the entirety of CS:GO, right? One very important thing is that they have a proficient opper, who's consistent. He's good
Yes.
with the gun, and the team trusts in them, right? Because it is an expensive gun. It is one of the most expensive guns in the game. I think the only few are the M249 and the auto snipers, right? They're a little bit more expensive. But either way, both these teams have good operas. On the side of Skittles, if I'm not wrong, Keto is playing on Skittles, and he's a very good
Ah,
opper.
Keto.
He's
Yeah, he
very good at
is.
scouting as well, right? So he has these two options. Hopefully that he'll be able to pick up these guns. And on the other side of content, we also have a few really strong operas, and we saw that last week. Again, I know you weren't there, but we had some really cool highlights. The final round of Vertigo, if I'm not wrong, was just down to opping. I mean, we got 4Ks back to back, and it was rapid, it was electric, and it was great. So hopefully we see some good opping. It's maybe not as flashy as the rifling, but yeah, I mean, hopefully we can see that part of the game because these two teams have a lot of how do I say this? They have a lot of different things that they can pull out to win them rounds. So, but again, I'll still have to put content as the favorites purely because they are more seasoned, right? And they've been playing
Hmm.
the game way longer. And on the side of Skittles, they're I mean, it's a bit harsh to say, but they're not up to that level exactly. But
Yeah.
it's hard to say because a lot of those players are my friends. But
Yeah, me
it will be
too.
it'll be a tough task for them, right? They have to most likely pull out something other than just raw aim, and hopefully
Yeah.
they sat with each other for a little bit and thought about it more than just trying to win their gunfights. Maybe some set ideas or strats to pull in, put in the game when things get tough. But overall, if I can see, okay, so the teams haven't gotten on the server yet. Is there anything you would like to add?
I was just gonna add that I think that even though, content is the more seasoned team, I feel like the underdogs could also be a bit of a surprise. So you never know if they might actually pull something out of their bag, if they would be able to somehow, the element of surprise is always a plus with CSGO, even if you play aggressive, even if you play, as we call it, like a silver, and you push in a way that throws you off because you're holding that corner, but then that person just goes in wide and just spams you. You never know what kind of strat they're going to be playing at. So that could also be an interesting thing to watch, I think. I mean, I hope, it would get to that stage and it's not going to be a quick, yeah. I don't think I can hear you.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, it was a bit
Nice.
too far maybe. But yeah, I wanted to say that I hope Skittles doesn't give too much respect to team content because I've played in many tournaments and I have been the underdog,
Not
obviously,
to brag.
Yeah, not to brag, but I mean, I've been on the losing end maybe one too many times. But
Yeah,
nevertheless, when you play a team that is better than you don't want to fall into this, sense that oh they're better and we should sit back and let them make the mistakes. Um, you know, when you're playing a better team, they are aware most likely that they are the better team
yeah.
and they
It
will take
gets
the
to you.
risks. Yeah, yeah, for sure. It is at some point a mental game, and you don't want it to reach that stage, right? You want to be able to take the initiative in these kind of situations because when you let the game come to you, if you give too much control on a map, at that point, not only do they have the space, the aim, and the upper hand in so many ways, it's pretty much over. So I hope Skittles do have some confidence here. If I'm not wrong, they did come from the lower bracket. So, they should bring out some energy here and they should have some confidence. Go into the game believing that you can win a bunch of rounds. Play aggressive, as you said. Don't give too much space. And if you give too much space and you lose the rounds, way too convincingly, like you don't even have a chance. You don't want to get steamrolled in that sense. At least take some chances. And if you lose that way, you understand that hey, we took our risks. We can dial it down a little bit, but overall, we gave it our shot. And I mean, to be honest with you, a lot of these games that happened last week, they should have been stomps, right? But they weren't. And the games were a lot closer than we thought. And even the final
Yeah,
game of the final day, I would say I don't remember the team names exactly. I think it was Machiavelli or something, but um, they were playing a team that were definitely not as good as them, but they lost the map, and the final map was also somewhat close, right? And they were both trying their best, right? So
yeah,
um, I don't think it's right to exactly, say it as if like, oh, this team is done. They're not as good and it's
exactly.
over, right? No, that's not the case. That's not the message I'm trying to put through here. It's just that within two teams there will be a favorite most of the time, right? It's very rare that you see two teams go head to head and it's very even matched. So um, I'm not counting them out. I'm just saying that Skittles will have a rough time and they should come into this with a positive mindset for sure.
Yeah, no, the thing with Counter-Strike, and it's something that I actually love and hate at the same time, is you will always have good and bad days, and I feel like that plays in your favor a lot, right? Because you might just be going at it and grinding but your shot just won't be registering. So if for some reason, content has one player that's not doing so well, that could be their weak link, and
Hmm.
vice versa. So that's also, something to always keep in mind, which makes it very interesting, very exciting to watch.
Yeah, very true. That is a good point, actually. If they do spot a weak link like that, maybe a player who's not performing, they can definitely hit their site more often, than the other one. And it is actually a very valid strat. Even in pro games, maybe not as much as in tier one, but when I'm pugging, I mean, this is going back to way before when I used to play Face It and play CSGO, and even
Back in
nowadays
my
in
day.
Valorant. Yeah, back in my days. But even now in Valorant, if I'm on the attacking side, if I see a player that's like maybe I don't know, 3 and 15 or whatever, and I know he's playing on A or B, I'll be like, guys, forget about strats, We don't have to
Exactly.
complicate this. Let's just hit that guy, right? He's three and
Yeah,
fifteen. What is he gonna do? He's gonna kill our whole team and double his kills? No. He's, probably gonna go down without a kill. So that
exactly.
is another valid strat. It's very true, very viable, and it's probably applicable in these type of games. In tier one, it's a little bit more difficult because teams are able to adapt way quicker, and
Hmm.
at the same time, just because you're going 3 and 10 or 3 and 15, it could just mean you're having bad luck. Sometimes it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad day or you're whiffing your shots or whatever. But either way,
True.
yes, I hope, uh, as I said before, Skittles don't necessarily just rely on aim, and make this entire BO3 a aim-based match. They have a good IGL or someone to lead them, right? You need a leader in this type of situation
Yeah, you
to
do.
say, hey, let's try to focus on this, let's do this and that, try to focus on different facets of the game other than just aiming. But we'll have some words from you, and then we can throw to ads as well.
Yeah, I think you summed it up quite well, actually. Just to add once again to, how we change up our strategy when it comes to uh, the level of the person that we're dealing with. Whenever it's like a 1v1, for instance, your entire strategy kind of shifts based off of the person that you're against, right? Because it's like, oh, it's the bottom fragger. Just go at it. You're going to win that 1v1 regardless of what it is. And people usually go a bit reckless with those. So it's a bit of an element of surprise too, because like I've been in that situation where I'd be bottom fragging and I can tell that they're not taking me seriously. So the way that they approach it is in a
Mm,
bit more of a silly way of going about it. And I just, you know, clutch that round and get that round. And then that's where they're like, okay, maybe we should be taking this a bit more seriously. So I'm definitely excited to see what Skittles is gonna, bring to the table. And that's about it.
yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, teams should be joining the server pretty soon, and we will get ahead to that. But otherwise, everyone stay tight. We will be back shortly, real quick.
We'll be
Just waiting on
back.
the players. Yeah. So yeah, we'll just head to ads and see you guys soon.
My child, I tell you, in life, don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about growing up. Don't worry about failure. Work with such enjoyment that you don't notice the time passing. If you want something in life, be prepared to work for it. If you want to play the game, learn to play it right. So when you look back in life, you can say to yourself, this I saw, this I experienced, this I know to be true. Dream big, keep your imagination going, and aim high. You may not reach the top, but you'll get further than if you didn't try at all. Be true to yourself and listen to your instinct. When you're about to give up, remember why you started and try again. You only fail when you stop trying. Be fully awake to everything about you, and the more you learn, the more you can appreciate the beauty of life.
WASD. Donc, W, ok, oui. Non, non. Presse W. Non, presse W. Ah, monsieur. Ok, avance.
Does the beat take you over? You just can't breathe. Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the
There's not a single day that passes without you on my mind. Not even 1 minute can end up before you come around.